Welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. And indeed, this is a live news show for movie fans where we talk about all the trending movie news headlines of the day. Free Guy 2, TMNT Mutant Mayhem has a trailer out that we'll be talking about. Jake Gyllenhaal at a UFC fight. He was actually fighting. That's kind of weird. What's going on with that? It's the weekend, so we'll talk about the weekend's box office. But let's start off by talking about some Joker 2 images. Yeah, now, some people may say that this is spoilerish, but guys, come on. It's just Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker makeup. Well, sort of. This is like paparazzi style, and it doesn't really spoil much because we know his costume, we know what he looks like. So for me, hey, I seen it out there on the weekend, so it's kind of like, okay. It doesn't really give that much away from like what the movie's going to be about. People say, well, it could be a spoiler that he's out of Arkham, James. It could be a spoiler. So I'll leave it to you guys to go out there and take a look at some of the other images. Like there's actual set photos of, or like videos of him running and stuff like that, but it is what it is. It's nothing huge and major. I know that there are going to be channels out there talking about like speculation and stuff like that. That's not what we do here. Well, not to any huge extent. I mean, it's just curious to see, you know, hey, okay, yeah, at some point now, is it in his head? Maybe not. I don't know. It's just kind of like Joker 2. Yeah, it's happening. And it's curious. So it does look like there's somebody else dressed up as him. Is he seeing a mirror image of himself? And yeah, it does paint that question as what's going on in reality, and you know, is it going to be in his head again? Now, yeah, I've seen this. People have, I don't know if it's doctor pictures of Harley Quinn or not, but some people have shopped this around as well, saying that this is what Harley's going to look like. I don't think that that's actually her. I think that's from something else, where they just kind of made it look like. Now, it's possible. It's possible, but I seriously doubt it. I think it's more or less like she was just walking somewhere and people just ran with it, right? They said, okay, well, that's Lady Gaga. That has to be her as Harley Quinn, right? And so they put like the makeup on her and stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Like it's like Photoshop makeup, because you see she's got a ring in her schnoz there. But the official picture that we've gotten of her here is she's got blonde hair, right? So I kind of like, nah, I don't think that's her. She's got blonde hair. I don't see like a nose ring. So anyone that tries to pass this one off as her, nah, I don't buy it. I think that's from something else that people just doctored up. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, Joker picks. What do you guys think? Have you seen them? I'm going to leave it to you guys to go and find them, just to let you know that they're there. Art Glass in the live chat. Let's pull up the old live chat here. Gives a clown's face. Siren 90 says waves. Hey, how's it going, Siren 90? Arglass says Joaquin looks good in shape. Yes. So Joker 2, guys, it's coming. It's coming along. We know that they're filming it now. We know that Lady Gaga is there filming stuff. I put it to you to go out there and take a look at those images because, as I said, then I just don't want to tread into the super spoilery stuff. I just want to, hey, I want to take a look because I'm a movie fan. What else came up this weekend? Well, Jake Gyllenhaal was weighing in for a UFC fight. What's going on with this? Yes, I was bombarded on my social medias of Jake Gyllenhaal weighing in at a UFC fight, but I guess this is not for a UFC fight. It's for the Roadhouse remake, guys. So if you've seen him, and he looks jacked. Yeah, there are videos out there too of. I'm not going to play it here, but like he's fighting somebody, and I'm guessing this is going to be from like the opening sequence of the movie, establishing him as somebody who can kick butt, right? Yeah, that's what that is. Again, I'll leave it to you where you see him weighing in and stuff like that. God, he's got to be down to like what, 7% body fat there, 6% maybe. Like that's getting dangerously low, right? to get ripped like that, to have his abs out. But he's no stranger to it. He's no stranger to getting ripped and pumped. So that's what you saw on the weekend. It wasn't a real fight. He wasn't participating in the real UFC. And if you watch some of the video footage of it, you can tell that it was staged. But they were there filming that, and Roadhouse. It was for Roadhouse. Doug Liman's Roadhouse. That's also going to have who else was in it? These people: Lucas Gage, Billy Magnuson. Conor McGregor is the only other person that we saw those set photos of him in right there on some kind of boat, right? That's like our only other image, Conor McGregor there. So it looks like they're working together. Maybe Conor McGregor's playing like that older role that comes in and helps him when things start to go awry. Doug Liman, yeah. Arglass says Jake was brilliant in Southpaw, so we know that he can throw down. Yeah, for sure. We know that for sure. Bye for the live chat says, hey, how's it going? So Jake Gyllenhaal, we know that he can get ripped. I saw all of those Jake Gyllenhaal UFC things going down on the weekend, and I just wanted to set the record straight as to what was happening with that stuff. It was curious to see though, and my God, yeah, as I said, he just totally, he can get ripped for sure. Okay, guys, it's Monday, so you know what that means. It's time for the box office report. Let's get into it. Creed 3 opened up over the weekend and sets franchise record with huge $58 million debut. Creed 3, yes, impressive. Worldwide, it made over $100 million. So let's just go over to the box office mojo and see what's going on here for the official March 3rd to the 5th. Weekend. The top 5 reads as Creed 3 was number 1. Number 2 was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Number 3 was Cocaine Bear. Number 4 was Demon Slayer. And number 5 was the Jesus Revolution. And for the first time in 12 weeks, Avatar: The Way of Water finally drops out of the top 5. I think that's what you need to know from the top 5 there, is that this is the first week that Avatar has not placed in the top 5, and it's about time. It's been there for 12 weeks. We'll move on from that. But let's not take away from Creed. Creed 3 had that big opening, 58.6 million domestically, 41 internationally, for a worldwide total of 104. Worldwide, and that's really good because it's his directorial debut. Michael B. Jordan directed this, so Creed 3 had a budget of around $75 million. Well, on top of marketing too, it's still got a ways to go before it starts to break even, but it's a good start. Now, it's going to get slowed down a little bit this week because you got 2 other big films opening up with Scream 6 and 65. So, yeah, it'll get about chopped in half. It's going to crawl towards breaking even. It was a success. I would say that Creed 3 was a huge success, and I encouraged everybody out there, if you hadn't seen it, imagine if you did something silly and went to see Operation Fortune instead of Creed 3 when you had the chance. Anyway, I had fun with it. I really enjoyed my theater experience with Creed 3. 87 by the critics, 96 by the audience, so people liked it too. Jonathan Majors is the bad guy in there. It wasn't quite the film that I thought it was going to be, but yeah, Tessa Thompson was absolutely phenomenal too. And it's well earned. It's well earned, $100 million. Hopefully it'll set the stage for more Creed movies. I just don't know where it'll go because they make some really bold choices in Creed 3 saying that he's all retired now and stuff like that. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. But what do you guys think about that number as number 1? I think Scream 6 is going to blow that out of the water, though. I think Scream 6 is going to come in like 70 to 75 million next weekend. So, yeah, it's hyped, man. Scream 6 is hyped. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania drops down. Well, that's pretty much expected. It's like its 3rd weekend, right? Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, 186.7, 232.7 internationally for a worldwide total of 419. Now, remember, this Ant-Man and the Wasp had a budget of around 200 million plus marketing. Let's just say for some audacious reason, marketing was 150 million. No, that's not even that, guys. Between that and what the studio, what the theaters take, let's say the theaters took 50% of it. It's crossing the break even point for Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's in the green. It's not losing money. People who try to spin it that way as a bomb, it's a grotesque underperformance for Marvel. I'll give you that. It's something that Marvel looks at those numbers and says, no, we can't have that happen. And people say, well, don't worry, because Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to come along and save it because it's James Gunn and everybody likes that property and he's going to deliver. But the thing is that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the final installment in that franchise or in that series with those characters. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania seem to set up that there's going to be more Ant-Man, and I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen anymore. It didn't feel like a conclusion to a trilogy of films. It just didn't. And it should be a big flag warning. It should be for Marvel. I agree with that you got to course correct here. And I hear not so good things about the Marvels. Captain America 2 almost like the same kind of formula, the same kind of feel. You got to change up with your approach, man. Because if we look at the first trailer for the Marvels that got pushed back to November, right, for Captain America 2, if we get a trailer for that and it looks like it's just them sitting on a bunch of green screen stages again, you are not headed in the right direction, Marvel. And I don't like to point fingers, but hey, yeah, come on. It's not good. Cocaine Bear, 11 million this weekend. Yeah, that's going along. Demon Slayer. Yeah, that's that anime. Now, I'm not a Demon Slayer franchise person, so we know that the international numbers for it will be much higher than the domestic, 35 million. I don't know that much about it. I know that it was playing. I just didn't go out and see it. What else opened up this weekend? As I said, what was that other one? Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre. That was that Guy Ritchie film that was supposed to come out last year. They had the release date for it last year, and then for some reason they just took it off the schedule and put it out this year. 3 million domestically, 30 million internationally, for a worldwide total of 333. So 33.9 million. I think Operation had a budget of around 50 million. Really? Wow. So yeah, that's a bomb. It'll make up some money. And some people are running with the article that Statham and Aubrey Plaza set up for an Operation Fortune 2. Not with these numbers, guys. And the early reviews, or the reviews coming out, were not good. Guys, I'm a huge Aubrey Plaza fan. I'll watch her anything. I'll watch this when it comes out on streaming. I'm not going to go out to the theater to watch it. It's just Guy Ritchie tried to go back to that gentleman formula, and it just got tired. People it wasn't resonating, right? So there was a reason why they moved it off last year and postponed it to this year, and it's just going to come and go, and nobody's going to talk about it. No one's going to talk about it. Cocaine Bear had a $50 million budget, and that's in the third spot, right? Yeah, so that's going to break even. That's a nice little hit there for Elizabeth Banks. Other than that, what else came out? Oh, yeah, RRR Fan Celebration event came out, the re-release. I was going to publish that short of me reacting to the dance portion of that, because we're having the Oscars this week. Next Sunday, guys, is Oscars, and they're going to be performing the dance there. So I want to put my video up for that. Maybe I'll postpone that until Sunday so people can see my reaction to the dance. So yeah, that's pretty much the way that the box office has been this weekend. Nothing too majorly surprising, I would say. Yeah. And what do you guys think about those numbers? Let me know in the comments below. Let's look ahead to see what's opening up this weekend that'll affect that box office. Because as I said, I think Scream 6 is going to definitely come into the #1 spot, but by how much, right? Scream 6 teases whose side Kirby is really on. Well, we just watched Scream 4 last week, and Kirby was so fantastic in it. They got some explaining to do on how she survived and everything, but, I'm looking forward to it. Guys, if you go ahead and look at the week's schedule that's posted up in the community tab, you know I'm hyped for this. And we're going to be covering Scream 6 extensively towards the end of the week. She gets to play this. Is she or isn't she? Like, is she on their side or is she not? Oh, that's curious. There's all these moments I think fans are going to love that journey of hers. Well, we know that she was not one of the original Scream 4 killers because one of them resents her, right? So it's kind of like she was not part of that plan. So I don't think that she was some grand master plan to be Ghostface, but I can't wait to see it because Hayden Pennant here is up there on my books. What else is opening up this weekend is 65, the prehistoric survival movie with Adam Driver, where he takes on some dinosaurs. And it's a sci-fi thriller. I'm looking forward to this one, man. I really am. It's just kind of like, if Scream 6 wasn't coming out this week, I'd be going first in line to see 65 because I like dinosaurs, I like sci-fi stuff, and I like Adam Driver. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and go see it Thursday night, guys. But you may not get my straight out of the theater reaction posted on Thursday night. You might get it posted like after midnight because that's when I'll be coming out. Because I'm just that excited for it. And unfortunately, because of Scream 6's clout, this one, I'm afraid it's going to get buried. So I'm going to talk about 65 as much as I can throughout the week because I want to make sure that people are going to go out and check it out because the trailers look great. It comes in at a runtime of like an hour and 35 minutes or something. So it's going to be nice, quick paced. The action in there, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So that's coming out. Let's take some live comments here. Chris Schober, Pfeiffer says Amazon already announced Creed 3 Blu-ray release date. Oh, did they? Chris Schober says, did you check out the TMNT official teaser trailer? Well, we'll talk about that in a few moments. How was Puss in Boots' Last Wish? Was it better than first Puss in Boots movie? I never saw the first one. But I did like the second one, and we'll talk about that when we get into Mutant Mayhem here in just a few moments. I heard that they might have a credit scene for Scream 6. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I'll let you guys know. I'll give you guys, a first-hand account, confirmation if there's a post-credit scene for Scream 6. I think I'm seeing it at 5 o'clock on Thursday, so at a fan event. I have to see it in 3D. For some reason, all the early screenings on Thursday for Scream 6 are in 3D. Thank you, James Cameron. But if you guys go see it on Friday, you'll have your choice of 2D or 3D. As I said, you guys can check this all out on the community tab up there on the Mirror Domains YouTube page, where you get to see our weekly schedule. And we got a full week of schedule here, guys. A full week of heavy material, and I'm excited. I really am. Later on today, we'll be watching The Last of Us Episode 8 at 1 p.m. This season is coming down to its last 2 episodes, and I'm looking forward to it for sure. Tomorrow, we're going to start a new series here on the channel called Grumpy Man Watches, and we'll be watching Encanto. Why is this happening? Because, well, for years and years, I've said here on the channel, guys, I don't go out and watch these kids' movies. If I don't go with my niece or anything like that, or another young person, there's no reason for a grown man to go in and watch a kids' movie with a bunch of kids, right? It just looks bad. It's bad. So I never went out and watched these movies. So I figure I'll use that angle and we'll go in and we'll watch some of these Disney movies together. Now, I'm not going to be swearing and cussing like some, ogre, but I will be taking like a grumpy approach because I still want to keep intact it to be somewhat advertiser friendly. So we'll be watching Encanto tomorrow morning. And hopefully we'll have fun with that. On Wednesday, we'll be continuing our Scream franchise day. Scream 5, guys. We'll be watching with Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. I'm really looking forward to that one. It'll be the second time that I'll be watching that one with you guys on Wednesday. And, of course, on Wednesday, we'll be watching Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 2. And our retro movies. Okay, so our retro movie, guys, I've had to commandeer. Normally I put up a poll, but my subscription for Crave is running out. And I want to make sure that I get in the few movies from Crave or HBO there next week. I think next week is when the last week I have it. So because it's at the end of Last of Us, I want to watch Batman and Batman Returns with you guys. I want to make sure we get in Michael Keaton's Batman movies before Flash comes out. So this Thursday, we'll be watching Batman with Michael Keaton. That's why we're going to do that. So we'll only a couple of weeks, and then we'll go back to you guys having a choice as to what retro movies we do. And of course, there on Thursday, we'll be also watching Survivor Season 44, Episode 2. Probst, yeah, delivering the goods. We'll be watching that. Last week, we watched Banshees of Inisherin. Go take a look at that, because as I said, the Oscars are coming out. So go watch that movie with us. Key it up there on Star, there on the Disney Plus network. And our Friday, okay, so it could be Friday, it could be, if I go see 65 on Thursday, then we'll watch our horror movie on Friday afternoon. And our horror poll is up right now on the community tab. I implore everybody to go and vote in that. You got choices between The Ritual, a weird, really scary woods monster kills like 4 hikers or something like that. The Menu is probably going to be number one choice for a lot of people. I've been wanting to watch that movie with you guys since it ever came out. And then a Rebecca Hall movie called The Night House, where it was based on, the intent for The Night House was going to be a Hellraiser movie. So it was going to be a Hellraiser movie, but it morphed into something else. And you can still see elements of it being like a Hellraiser movie. It's very fascinating, but I don't think that one's going to win. I think The Menu is probably going to win on that poll. So go vote in the poll. You know that we do the Horror Weekly there on Saturday. So yeah, we talked about that new Alien movie and Dora the Explorer joining it. Of course, you know that we do movie news here Monday and Fridays. Guys, there are my social media handles. Sometimes when we publish those shorts, you can see behind the scenes stuff there of, me doing stuff, trying those ridiculous face filters on TikTok every now and then. It's just a bunch of fun, right? Bifer the Hobbit there says, I have a prediction for the Last of Us show today. 2 people walking around and getting attacked occasionally. That's bold. That's a bold prediction. Very powerful, estimate as to what's going to happen now. Okay. Prognostication. Yes, very powerful prognostication. Okay, let's get into it. TMNT, Mutant Mayhem. TMNT, Mutant Mayhem is a Seth Rogen project. And we got our first teaser or trailer out this morning. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Seth Rogen's reboot dazzles with Spider-Verse style animation. So if you liked Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and you like that style of animation, then it may work for you, but once you watch the trailer, I don't know if it will work for you if you are a Turtles fan. I do like the cast. The voice cast for this was also revealed. So expect, let's just pull up some screenshots from the trailer here. I'm not going to watch it with you guys because this is our April O'Neil. There's April. I'll play one section of the trailer for you. For some reason, Leo, Raphael, they look how small Michael is there. They sound like normal turtles, but it's got that like pastel-y kind of thing going on. But the voices the voices, they went too young. Like they went like 7-year-old young for that, and it didn't work for me. Yeah. I want to get to a point where Donatello screams here at one point, and I think it's supposed to be funny. And as guys, let's be brutally honest here. I'm not the demographic for this, but I did grow up with the Turtles, so it's kind of like I should know. So he screams here, and you guys tell me, does this sound like what you would expect from, a teenager?
Oh my God! Oh my, I'm gonna be sick.
Leo, what happened? Is the
Okay, so they sound like teenagers, but Leo sounds like he's 7. Or sorry, Donatello sounds like he's 7. So for me, guys, I'm going to be brutally honest here. It didn't work for me. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't even know if I'll entertain it watching it. Does the animation style bother me? It's that style where it's kind of like it's missing frames, and that's the style. It's supposed to look like that. That it's missing frames. Some people will like it. Like you can see that it's choppy, and yes, that's the style. But for me, I know some people out there will rag that they changed up April O'Neil. For me, this will always be my April O'Neil, because that's the April O'Neil that I grew up with. She kicked butt, and there was just something about her. I think she was like everybody's first crush, right? It's not her skin color, guys. It's just I don't know. I'm not feeling it. And as far as the animation, yeah, Puss in Boots was sort of like that too, where it had that pastel-y look to it, but it was smooth. Things moved in a smooth manner, and it was really gorgeous to look at, actually. Because if this style of animation can work, but just like the Spider-Verse movie, it does have that choppiness to it. And I know that it was deliberate for the Spider-Verse movie, but this is doing it on purpose too. And see, like I'm not doing that. Then that's not, it's just, there's something that just doesn't feel, I'm not feeling it, man. It's got a good voice cast here too. Let's just see what people are saying in the comments here for it. I hope everything about the art direction in this, I love everything about the art direction in this movie. So some people like it. The Spider-Verse fans seem to like it, right? How can you tell how much? Yeah, Spider-Verse, good animation, good voice cast. Jackie Chan is Splinter. Giancarlo Esposito is Baxter Stockman. So yeah, we'll take a look at the cast here in just a few moments. Best TMNT movie already? What? See, no, that's premature. You don't know. But you got the TMNT fans out behind it. So this is why I'm not going to do a trailer reaction to it, because it didn't land for me. And, I'm allowed to say that for multiple reasons. I know that Seth Rogen is a fan of the property. Like, this is a passion project of his, right? But for me, 1990s Turtles movie is still the number one Turtles movie ever, right? For me. So the voice cast: Paul Rudd is going to be Mondo, Rose Byrne is Leatherhead, Jackie Chan is going to be Splinter, so that'll be interesting. John Cena is going to be Rocksteady, cool, and Seth Rogen is going to be Bebop. Maya Rudolph, Ice Cube is going to be Superfly. Hannibal Buress is going to be Genghis Frog. So the Turtles are going to be played by Brady Noon as Raphael, Nicholas Cantu as Leonardo, Shamon Brown Jr. is going to be Michelangelo, okay, and Micah Abbey is Donatello. Out of all of them, though, see, if I put any criticism here, people are just going to try to spin it into negativity here. Post Malone's going to be Ray Fillet. Yeah, lackluster for me. But the popularity is going up. People seem to be loving it. Could I possibly blow smoke up your guys' butt and tell you that I absolutely love this thing and I'm looking forward to it? I could do that, but guys, I got to give it to you guys. I got to be honest, right? Chris Schober says, I think the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem will have some backlash. I think it will too. The casting of April O'Neil is like the way that they made her look is going to definitely draw the bigots. The bigots will attack it. Like the same people that hated Velma and the Peter Pan and Wendy trailers are going to come out and attack it. We know we can anticipate that happening. As I said, it's not that they changed her up for the color of this. It's just I don't like the angle that they're going. that she's like some kind of like web reporter or blogger or something. And she seems to be younger than as young as them, right? Um, uh, this is my April. That's my April right there. Um, yeah. Uh, well, it's for a new demographic. It's just somebody put up in a Reddit page recently that what is a dream movie that you could have made? And my dream movie is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that was really based off like the original run, right, where they were actually uh, cutting things and stuff like that. It was a little bit harder edge, but you couldn't do it now because kids have kind of commandeered that property, and you got to have the bright colors in there. And then the original, they only all had like the red, right? And they became pizza and like ex-surfer dudes. I would have liked to have, like, my dream project is to have a Turtles movie with a little bit more of a serious tone. That's what I would like to see. But those are my thoughts, guys, on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem teaser trailer. Have you seen it? Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. And yeah, we'll talk about it. All right. What's next? Free Guy 2. Yes. Is there going to be a Free Guy 2? Free Guy 2 gets cautious update from Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, because Ryan Reynolds is working with the same director currently right now on Deadpool 3, because the guy who directed Free Guy is going to be directing Deadpool 3. And I guess he was asked about this. I had lots of fun with Free Guy. I did. It was a really good experience at the theater. Now, I know that this movie was also released online at the same time. Something like that. Sean Levy directed. Let's see what he was asked here in an interview with Variety. Reynolds sees potential for a Free Guy 2, but admits not everything needs a sequel. So the quote goes, "There is potential to do a sequel to Free Guy, which would be fun. I would love it. But also, like, does everything effing have to be a sequel?" Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's okay just to do a movie and have it kick butt and then everyone go home. Yeah, like one-offs. But money talks, right? And I don't know how much money Free Guy did. I don't think it was that much. Like, it was well received by people, for sure. So you know there's a bit of a push-pull there, resisting the urge to just immediately say, oh, doing a sequel will validate the first one. No, the first movie validates the first one. Then you can just leave it at that. So I don't know. We're just talking about it. So they're just talking about it. And if you watch the movie, it does sort of leave the door open there for the possibility of more. The cameos were off the hook in it. They had lots of fun with it. Introduced a lot of people to Jodie Comer. She was good in it. As I said, I had lots of fun. But I sort of agree with him that not everything needs a sequel. And he's got a lot on his plate anyway. Ryan Reynolds is like, he doesn't need it for the money anymore. He's just making things that he wants to make, right? Including things like Deadpool 3. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments below. Arglass says, serious Turtles movie, is that an oxymoron? Well, that's the thing too, see? Because people just don't know that it was started off more of as a serious thing. So it's kind of lost. But I think it could, there's something in there that could work. It's just, you'd have to do it in, yeah, I don't know. Chris Schober says, don't even think Shredder will be in it, Bebop and Rocksteady. Yeah, Chris, I looking at that cast list, you didn't see Shredder's name in it, did you? You saw Rocksteady and Bebop, but you saw a whole bunch of other people in there, like Wingnut, Ray Phillip, and Gigan's Frog. Maybe they're hiding Shredder. I thought that I heard some rumblings, but maybe not. Like Shredder and Krang. Maybe they're holding back for a sequel. They want a sequel to this one. Well, because they think of franchise, right? Everything's got to be a franchise. As Ryan Reynolds just said, do you really think, does everything need to be a franchise? Why can't you make a one-off? Like, that's what my Turtles movie would be. It would be just like a one-off. kind of thing. That just happens for like the older audience that grew up with them, that would dream of seeing that. Okay. John Wick, Equalizer. Let's talk about this. This is kind of fun. John Wick and the Equalizer crossover fan idea addressed by Keanu Reeves. Now, they are making Equalizer 3 right now. And John Wick 4 comes out this month, so I'm really hyped. So he's making like the marketing rounds, and people are just asking him questions. And people have been saying, well, could there be a crossover with Denzel Washington's Equalizer? It's possible. Not really. What did Keanu say here? Let's take a look at the quote. During a Q&A session with Reeves on Reddit. Oh, yeah, he did a Q&A on Reddit over the weekend, and you could go over and ask him questions and stuff like that. The fan asked if it was previously discussed for Reeves and Washington to star in a John Wick times Equalizer crossover film, and Reeves only said, that would be crazy. Crazy good. I had lots of fun with the Equalizers. 1 with Denzel. Number 2 was kind of meh. I'm looking forward to the third one because it's reteaming him with Dakota Fanning, right? But John Wick 4 franchise is going strong. I'm really hyped for John Wick later this month, and a crossover event. Hey, we are getting spin-offs like the ballerina with Anna de Armas, right? Could the Equalizer take place in that universe? Maybe. It's just kind of like one of those fun things, kind of like the speculation. Your dream movie. What would your dream movie be if you could possibly make something happen, right? Yeah. Fascinating. I just thought it was good for a little quote because Keanu did do that Reddit thing over the weekend, and it was worth a look if you could go out and check it out. Stranger Things 5, Season 5, start date, filming revealed by David Harbour. Stranger Things Season 5 filming start date confirmed by David Harbour. And I think it was also, if you follow Millie Bobby Brown on her social media, she also confirmed this as well. I didn't pull that, actually. I should have. It's going to be starting this summer, guys. So they're ramping up. David Harbour says that they're going to start training soon for this. In an interview with Collider, Harbour revealed the official production start date is going to begin in June for Stranger Things Season 5. We're walking into Season 5. Quote, I got a couple of more months to train. We start shooting that in June, though, and that will be the final season. I did a lot of training for Season 4. Hopper, was in a very specific position, that Russian prison. It was about him making him a different guy and treading a layer of himself physically. Yeah. So he's training now. Lots of questions. Vecna, is he going to be around? Is he still around? Did he survive? What's going on with that? Now that we know that the Upside Down is leaking out into the main part of the world, the final season starts filming this June. So let's give them, 3 months, 4 months for production, then post-production. So they like to have it out in summer times, right? Maybe if we're lucky, 2024, late 2024, maybe. The final season, though, right? So like if they hold that over for 2025 and they film it this year, that's long, guys. Like they're not kids anymore. They're not even teenagers anymore. Like Millie Bobby Brown's like 19 now. She's going to be 20, right? They're going to be young adults. They are young adults. So it's kind of like you got to get these things that, like, they should have been filming it now. Really, seriously. Whatever. I'm not in charge there. And as you know, we are Stranger Things fans. We watched Stranger Things Season 4 here on the channel with you guys up. And we'll be watching Stranger Things Season 5. We had lots of fun binging that in like 2 days, right? All 7 of the first episodes, right? Yeah. So, and they were long too. And it's going to follow the same format as Season 4, where they release a bunch of them like in the first part of the month. And then at the end of the month, they'll release the final 2 episodes. The final 2 episodes of the series, Stranger Things Season 5. yeah, looking forward to that. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let's move on to some hit or miss headlines here. So, if it's a hit, we'll talk about it. If it's a miss, we'll just move on. Then at the end of the show, we'll play a little fun Reddit game that I saw this morning. Okay, called something about an actor's career. Okay, some hit or miss. Warner Bros. Discovery tweaks executive pay. David Zaslav and others get bonuses based on free cash flow and debt reduction. Guys, I would love to say that this is a miss headline, and it's more on the business side of stuff. But we just kind of have to be aware that this is going on. Zaslav came in with the hammer, axing a bunch of stuff. So debt reduction was definitely one of his mandates. So when people try to put together speculation as to what's happening with franchises and stuff, know that this is one of his edicts that he's got to follow. And now, I'm not a big fan of getting bonuses to free up cash flow and stuff like that, but if I get into like how much money they get on these bonuses, it's kind of sick. Like $11.5 million in bonuses and stuff like that. And to hit targets, you get $12 million in bonuses and stuff. I'm always worried about that because we'll get into the situations where they had it before for like the Justice League movie that should have been postponed and for them to tweak it a little bit more. Instead, they pushed it out for the executives to get bonuses. I just hope it doesn't have like that kind of a negative repercussion, but just got to keep it up there that, hey, it's going on. We just hope that Zaslav is going to be a cool dude about it, right? What's next? Oscars is this weekend, and Lenny Kravitz is going to give an in memoriam performance. Okay, that's cool. So he'll be doing the in memoriam for that, and I always have the highest respects for that segment. And Lenny Kravitz is going to be paying tribute on that, so that's cool. Yeah. So, guys, this Sunday, I don't know if I'll be streaming the entire show, but for the last hour, I will have the camera and everything set up, and I think I'll just turn it on and we'll watch the last hour together. I'll stream it in case nothing crazy is going to happen like last year with the slap or anything, but we got to know that it's coming up this weekend, right? Yeah. Just keep it in mind. Chris Rock, talking about the slap, had a Netflix special out. He's got a new stand-up routine. Did you guys go watch it? I didn't have time to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. The stand-up stuff I can't stream with you guys because the jokes and stuff. It's like comics are very protective of that stuff, and I just want to sit down and enjoy it. That's what I want to do, you know. He talks about getting the slap and stuff from Will Smith. He talks about Will Smith. He says that if he wants to see Will Smith get messed up, then he'll watch Emancipation, where he plays a slave that gets whipped, right? So he talks about it. That's definitely got it on my radar, so I'll be checking that out for sure. What else is out there? Oh, yeah, an award show. They're talking about awards. We are in award season. There was like the Writers Guild Awards, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Women Talking take the top prizes for the Writers Guild Awards. I don't think anybody was actually watching that, but it does give us a little bit of a clue as to maybe where the Oscars could be going. Original screenplay went to Everything Everywhere All at Once. Limited series went to White Lotus. Drama series went to Severance. New script. Yeah, bunch of stuff in there. If you want to go check that out, it's kind of a miss for me. As I said, we just get bogged down with all of these award shows that you just kind of tune out, right? You just kind of tune out. Bruce Willis and his wife tells paparazzi to stop yelling at him after dementia diagnosis. Let him get from point A to point B safely. Apparently, yeah, paparazzi's been on Bruce Willis because they want to, because we heard like 2 weeks ago or so that he came out and, yeah, he's got full blown dementia. So it's kind of like we watched The Fifth Element to pay respects to him. And I do want to get back and watch 12 Monkeys with you guys at some point, for sure, too. But badgering him because they want to, you know what they want to do? They want to capture him stumbling or forgetting where he is or causing a scene. And that's, guys, no. That's just gross, right? That's gross. Paparazzi, that's like the, where paparazzi is interesting for things like the Joker 2 set images. It's not, this is when it's, that's when the paparazzi is terrible. It's just awful. And I agree. Let the man go about his business, right? Enjoy what he's got left. That's the way I would say. Okay, let's talk about this actor's career thing. I was scrolling through Reddit this morning, and I thought this would be a little fun thing to talk about. What actor should have had a bigger career? This person posted in the movies tab, said they rewatched Terminator last night, and it's surprising that Michael Biehn didn't become a bigger star. Yeah, I like Michael Biehn. He was in Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss. He was in Mandalorian season 2, right? He's been in some other stuff. He's tried to direct some stuff too. He was in The Rock. Good actor, but didn't seem to land any big roles outside of that work. He worked consistently for decades, but never came to a household name. And what actors do you think should have had a bigger career? So that's the question. What actors should you think that had a bigger career? Let's go down and scroll through some of what they were suggesting. Scott Adkins. Well, he's going to be in John Wick Chapter 4, isn't he? Guy's an awesome martial artist and an actor. He's mostly been cast as a bad guy or as lead in lower budget movies. Barry Pepper. Pfeiffer says Barry Pepper. He's the man. Yeah, he is. He's a very good actor too. For the longest time, I said Sam Rockwell, but he's got his accolades now. Ray Liotta. He did not get the career he deserved. Yeah, he did. What are you talking about? Goodfellas is up there for a lot of people. Bill Paxton, Philip Seymour. Philip Seymour Hoffman got his awards. Anton Yelchin. Yeah, that one kind of sucks, but he was big too before he passed on. Henry Cavill. Yeah, that one I would agree with. But he is kind of a superstar. Like, he's got his followings for sure. People would gush for him, kind of thing. He's not on the same level as, say, like a Michael Biehn. Whoops. What the heck is going on here? Did I just close that? I did. Okay. I think for me, I would probably have to say like Ben Foster would be my pick. Ben Foster. If you haven't seen him in Hell or High Water, he plays like Chris Pine's brother. He does such a great job in that movie, and yeah, he should have a bigger presence in Hollywood. Because whatever he does, he just morphs, right? He morphs into the role, and I wish he got a bigger name. Who else do we got here? Maybe we got some girls or females that we can take a look at. Fast and Furious. No, nobody in Fast and Furious. Jeremy Strong. Meh. Watch Scream 2. Michael Biehn. I think somebody. Yeah, he was in Tombstone too. Yeah, he was really good in Tombstone. Was he on The Walking Dead? Must have been in the later season when I didn't see him. Navy SEALs, K2. Yeah, oh yeah, he was really good in K2. That climbing movie where, somebody gets hurt up on the mountain. They got to make some tough choices. Joel Edgerton. Yeah, I gave that one up. Joel Edgerton, phenomenal. Like, you watched him even in like the Obi-Wan series, and it's like when he's on the screen, he just you're drawn to him, right? I would love to see more with him in the Star Wars universe, but I don't know if we're gonna get it. He was good in Warrior as well, yeah. Star Wars. Ben Foster, yeah. Josh Hartnett. I don't know about Christina Ricci. No, she's up there. She's got a great career. She's got Yellow Jackets. She just did Wednesday. Devon Sawa. I don't know about that. Rachel Lee Cook. Oh, yeah. That one. Why isn't she bigger? That would be my female pick. Rachel Lee Cook and Julia Stiles, too. Oh, my God. Those are two great picks. Julia Stiles. I'm a huge fan of Julia Stiles. Ben Foster is very hammy. I don't agree with that. Sarah Gadon. Vincent Klein. Never heard of him. Point Break. Tom Berenger? No, he had a great career. Yeah, I just thought it would be interesting to pick Neil Patrick Harris. No, he's got the clout. He gets offered lots of stuff like TV stuff, and Bruce Campbell. Yeah, now there's a good one. Bruce Campbell. He had so much range in Dead by Dawn, Evil Dead 2, right? And I never understood why he never got, like, no other studios picked him up. Maybe he was hard to work with. I don't know. But he had lots of range. Vincent D'Onofrio. Yeah. Pfeiffer. That's a great one. Vincent D'Onofrio. He's been in a lot of stuff, and that's somebody else who transforms into his roles. People recognize him, but he's just not a household name. Detective Goron. Right? That's Law and Order. His Law and Order series is totally worth watching. But yeah, just some interesting topics there. I thought that one got me thinking, and thought I'd share that with you guys. Where are we at? We're 11:53. So what we'll do is I'll pull up the old Twitter roundup here. See if we missed any headlines. If you guys got any topics there that you want to talk about, let me know in the comments. Halle Bailey, Ariel. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this for sure. Reveals her own Ariel doll from the Little Mermaid movie. What? Okay.
Have one that looks.
That's the Ariel doll. Ariel doll. Her Ariel doll. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this for sure. I don't care about that. What is this? Zendaya, Emma Stone, and Anna de Armas at Louis Vuitton show in Paris. Cool. Fashion? I don't know if I could ever go to one of those shows. It would be nice to see the new clothes and stuff, but nah, I couldn't handle it. It'd be boring. It would be boring for me, I think. Lionel Messi has teamed up with Sony. Whatever. Timothée Chalamet. Oh yeah, there's a new trailer out for a Citadel, an Amazon Prime series. Priyanka Chopra and Richard Madden. It's kind of like a spy espionage thriller series. I watched a little bit of it this morning, and it actually looked pretty good. Might have to check it out, because I am going to sign back up for Amazon Prime here pretty soon. Citadel. Good trailer. Bruce Campbell on Evil Dead Rise. Lee Cronin did a really bang-up job. You can expect to be very disturbed. I think people are in for trouble. I feel sorry for audiences in advance. Yeah, it looks like from that first teaser that we got of Evil Dead Rise, it's going to be very bloody. They're not going to hold back on any of the gore, which is good, because they shouldn't. The first trailer for Apple TV Plus Silo. Rebecca Ferguson, Tim Robbins, and Common. Common's good too. Common is a really good actor. John Wick 2, he was in that. Rebecca Ferguson, of course, you know I fell in love with her in Dr. Sleep as Rose the Hat, right? And people liked her in Mission Impossible. I don't know what this is about, though. But Rebecca Ferguson? Rashida Jones. Oh, yeah. That is somebody. I'm a big fan of Rashida Jones. Scarlett Johansson, Penelope Cruz, and Owen Wilson, Michael Fassbender to star in an upcoming rom-com for Netflix, which will have a budget of... Okay, why does a rom-com need a budget of $130 million? I don't understand it. I love Scarlett Johansson. She's my favorite actress. Just beating Jennifer Lawrence by like a hair. Penelope Cruz, fine. I like Michael Fassbender and Owen Wilson, but why does this movie need to be $130 million? This is why, for crying out loud. Seriously. First trailer, yeah, we seen that trailer. The hotel, the Royal Hotel, Julia Garner and Jessica Henwick will potentially debut at Cannes. Excuse me. Follows two friends who decide to get jobs at a sketchy pub after they run out of money while backpacking. Okay. Firebrand, Firebrand starring Alicia Vikander and Jude Law may potentially premiere at Cannes. Okay. Well, yeah, we haven't seen Alicia Vikander in a hot minute. We need to see her more and stuff. She's a good actress too. Lenny Kravitz at the Oscars, we know that. Walter Skarsgård. Geez, how many kids did he have? Unbelievable. Rachel Ziegler for Shazam! Fury of the Gods Press. And I saw the headline out there. What is it? She applied to be in something. She auditioned to be in another movie too. What the heck was it? Wasn't Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. John V. Kapoor has been cast alongside N.T. Ramo Jr. in NTR 30. So he's one of the guys from RRR, right? Ant-Man and the Wasp dropped 61% in its third week. It's eyeing at, yeah. Yeah, we talked about that already. Jenna Ortega, Camila Mendez to star in Alba from A24, and Danny Ramirez. Of course, we'll be keeping our eye on whatever Jenna Ortega does. And I don't know who Danny Ramirez is. Whatever. Everything Everywhere All at Once. And, yeah, Last of Us. Right there. We'll be watching that in just, about an hour from now, guys. I think that pretty much wraps us up here. Women Talking wins. Yeah. That pretty much wraps us up for today. Arglass says, whoops, in the live chat, two American actors I thought should have broken through to big time were Dietrich Bader and Richard Grieco. Grieco? If looks could kill teen agent. Grieco! That Grieco? Night at the Roxbury? Yeah, he had, he had something going for him. Dietrich Bader, never heard of that. Let's take a look at that. Never heard of him. Dietrich, maybe that name doesn't resonate with me, but I'll recognize it once I see him. Oh, that guy who, okay, yeah. He was, he's going to be in the new Shazam movie, and he was in the Beverly Hillbillies movie. Yeah. All right, guys. Let me just refresh my YouTube page to see if any other trailers dropped. I don't think that there is. As I said, I don't think I'm going to react to that Turtles trailer just because, you know, I don't really have a whole bunch to say nicely about it. I said my piece. What else is out there? Praise this trailer. Citadel trailer. Yeah. We covered everything. And so pay attention to the channel, guys. In 1 hour, we'll be watching The Last of Us Episode 8. Looking forward to it. Hit the thumbs up button on the channel, guys. That really helps out the channel. Actually, does it? Does it, James? I don't think it does. Whatever. That's why I don't tell people to do it anymore. Just leave a comment. That always helps. Leaving a comment helps a lot more than hitting the old thumbs up button. I try my best to respond to comments. I really do. But we got a great week coming up, guys. So we're going to have lots of fun this week. So, yeah, pay attention to the channel for sure. We got lots of fun things to do. And I'll be doing the shorts later on, too. And maybe I'll chop out some of these stories and experiment with that today. Yeah. All right, guys. See you next time on Mirror Domains. Enjoy the rest of your day.